Hello friends, welcome to Crack Gate CSE, and in this series of database we are continuing with our file organization and indexing chapters, indexing lectures, right? So in this particular video we'll be understanding what is B tree. So in many of my previous videos you heard this word like B tree, B plus tree, why they are preferred, what are the advantages of B tree and B plus tree. So out of those two data structure, one is B tree, so we'll be discussing B tree and its properties in this particular video, and in the next video we will be constructing a B tree for some raw data, right? So if you have not subscribed the channel, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you can get an update whenever I am uploading any new video. And also don't forget to like this particular video and provide me your suggestions and feedback in the comment box. So let's start with the B tree. To understand the definition of B tree, you have to understand these all properties. All these properties combinedly work together to define the B tree. So I'm starting with the order first. Order P. P is nothing but the maximum value of a child pointer, that is the maximum possible value of a child pointer that can be stored in a B tree. What does it mean? That if I'm having a particular parent, so the number of childs it can have is denoted by the order. So here if I talk about this particular tree, the order is 4 because here the childs are 4. So the order or the P is the maximum value of the childs that a node can have. So it is known as the degree, right, and order. Another thing is structure. So these are some important properties that you should understand for the B tree. So the first one is structure of node, right? So what is the structure of node? We will be having P block pointer. This P is nothing but the degree, so do not get confused with it. P block pointer and one less keys, that means P minus 1 key. So whatever we are having the block pointer less than 1, that means one value will be subtracted from P, that will be the key. So if there are P block pointers, then there will be P minus 1 keys and P minus 1 record pointer. How it will show? This will be the structure. We will be starting with the block pointer. There will be a block pointer at each side of a key, that means at left hand side and at right hand side. So this is left hand side and this is right hand side for this particular key. So with respect to every key, we'll be having a block pointer in the left hand side and a block pointer in the right hand side. So this will be the case for all the keys present in a particular node. So in a particular node we can store multiple keys. How many keys? P minus 1 key. So we'll be having one block pointer. With key we'll be having record pointer. So key pointer and record pointer, these two things will be together in this B tree like this. Then another block pointer, then again a pair of key and record pointer, then again a block pointer, and so on, right? So each block pointer will be representing or will be directing or pointing to a particular block, right? Like node. For example, this is a particular block and here we will be having some block pointers. So these are the block pointers which are representing or denoting a specific block in this particular index block. So here this can be treated as an index blocks where each value of B or each block pointer will be representing a specific node, or we can call it as a block as well. So if I talk about this B1, all the values which are in this particular node that has been represented by B1 will be having the key value less than K because it is a balanced search tree. So for search tree, all the values which are on the left side of a key should be smaller and on the right hand side of the key should be greater. So here the key value should be greater than K1. Similarly, if I talk about this, all these B2 values, that means all the values in the corresponding block, the key value should be less than K2, right? Similarly here we'll be having the values between this and this, and for the last one we'll be having the K values or the key values greater than K P minus. We will be understanding this with the help of an example also, don't need to worry about that. This is just an structure. So how the structure will be? First we will be having a block pointer in between the keys, and along with the key we will be having a record pointer which will be pointing out to a particular database, right? What is the second property? Every internal node except root must have at least p by 2. P by 2, this is ceiling. So p by 2 block pointer and p by 2 minus 1 keys, right? And at most there can be p block pointer and p minus 1 keys. So at most is the same case, but at least any internal node can have p by 2 block pointer and p by 2 minus 1 key. So this is the ceiling value, do not get confused with it. Third one is root node. Root node can have at least 2 block pointer. That means a root node should have at least one value. So if I am having any one value, let's say k1, then there must be at least 2 block pointer to show any node. If there is no node, these block pointers will be empty, but if there is any further node, these nodes will be pointing to that particular node. That's why at least 2 block pointer and 1 key, and at most there can be p block pointer like this and p minus 1 keys, right? And the fourth one is every leaf node must be at same level. What is the meaning of every leaf node must be at same level? That means the tree that we are getting should be a balanced search tree, because we are talking about the B tree. Why we are using B tree? Because in binary search tree we was having a problem of one-sided tree. Because of this, the worst case time complexity will be order of n. So to overcome this particular thing, we are moving on to balanced search tree. That's why this condition is restricting it to make sure that we are having a log n complexity tree. That means a particularly organized or a balanced tree, right? Now see this example. This is an example of node splitting. What does it mean? See, here we are having order p as 25. That means we are having the degree as 25. That means one particular node can have 25 children, right? Let's talk about this particular structure. This is one particular node in which I am having 24 key values. So 25 is the degree. So key values can be how much? 25 minus 1, that is 24. This is what we discussed here. P minus 1 keys and P minus 1 record pointers. So 24 keys are there, 24 record pointers are there, and these are the block pointers. So these will be 25 block pointer. So this is completely filled. There is no space available in it because at most 24 keys can be stored. Now if you have to insert a more key, that is K25, let's say the name of the key is K25. So if you insert another key K25, then what we'll be doing is we will be taking all the key values including this new value that needs to be inserted, and we will be finding a middle value. So for K1 to K25, K13 is the middle value. So we will be making this as root, and all the values which are on the left hand side will be taken to a specific node like this, and all the values which are on the right hand side will be taken to another index block, another block as this. So here you can see that all the properties has been satisfied. Which property? See, first the structure is satisfied, right? Because every internal node except root node. So we are having an exception for root. Root node can have at least 2 block pointers. So here you can see that I am having at least 2 block pointer and 1 key, right? And at most it can have p block pointer and p minus 1 keys, like this particular case. Now if we talk about internal node, so this is an internal node, it should have at least p by 2 block pointers. So what is the value of p here? 25. So if you divide 25 by 2, what will be 13, I think, because we are talking about the ceiling value, right? So here you can have at least p by 2 block pointers. That means at least 13 block pointers should be there. So if there are 12 keys, p minus 2 minus 1 keys, that means 13 minus 1. That means there has to be 12 keys and 13 block pointers. So you can see that we are having 12 keys. and we are having 13 block pointer, like one is this, one is this, that means one on to the left hand side plus one, this one which is on the right hand side. So overall we will be having 13 block pointer. So this same case is followed by this particular thing also. That means this second condition is also followed, third condition is also satisfied, and if you talk about the fourth condition, that means every leaf node must be at same level. What does it mean? You can say there is only one level, so every leaf node is at the same level, so all the properties has been satisfied. So this is all about the B tree, right? And then you got an idea that how exactly the things are working in this particular B tree. Thank you very much for your support. Keep supporting, keep learning. Have a great day.